Hi guys, today I am going to do an updated photocard collection. So I think the last time I did one was January, and since then quite a lot of things have changed in my collection, so I thought it'd be good to do an updated version. Please excuse my nails, I didn't even paint them today, so they're kind of gross, but just don't look at them. So we'll start with my SF9 collection, and I collect Rowan and Jane. So for Rowan, I pretty much have all his album cards complete. This is one of my favourite cards of his. And I actually think they're coming back soon, so I'll have more cards to put away. So since my last collection, I decided to collect his Japanese cards as well. So this is the progress I have made with those. I'm missing quite a few still, but I have one complete collection. Then we have like non-album cards. So a few of these are broadcast cards. Same with this page, their anniversary set, the fan kit, season's greetings. Then we have these two Polaroids. They're just printed Polaroids though, but they're still super cute. And we also have his, what are they even called again? Chic chalk cards. If you bought like a pack of cookies, you got these cards, so I couldn't turn them away. There was two sets and I got one of them. The other one's on the back, but they're super cute. So yeah, I kind of need more 4 pockets because this page is like double-sided. And then we have Jane, so I only really collect Jane's album cards and then anything that I get with like OT9 sets. So we have album cards. I think this is actually complete. I think in my last one I was missing this card, so now I finally have that. Yeah, so on this page I have one broadcast card. I have a group broadcast card as well. These are from the fan club kit. These are the season's greetings, so I was actually lucky and pulled one of his Polaroid cards. And then we have these, which are from the season's greetings, so it's just everyone apart from Rowan, basically. And then just any other larger inclusions for Jane. So next we'll move on to my Junghan collection. This is probably like my biggest collection. She's pretty thick, but it's one I've probably spent the most time on. So we have his cards from JBJ. I'm like slowly collecting non-album cards from that as well. Then we have D-Day, D-Night, and then we begin the D-Hours collection. So out of the 73 cards, I think I have around 60, so I don't think there's too many left, but I still feel like I'm probably never going to complete it. These are my favourite ones though. And then this was like a special card that was included with, I think it was one of his tour items or concert items even. Then these are the Shokon cards basically from his debut era. And then I finally managed to get my hands on some of these from the D Night like concert goods. I have 7 but 2 are on display. I think there was only 10 in the set, but they're really hard to get. Then these are from his season's greetings. And then these are from his most recent concert. So these ones. Then we have the bookmarks from D Hours. Then these like concert tickets from D Nation, which the backs are so pretty for. And then just a larger photocard, or a larger postcard even. Next we'll move on to my The Boys collection. I collect Q or Changmin. I don't think much has really changed since January apart from their comeback. I think I just moved things around a bit, but I've still got my wristband in here. So yeah, we have added the reveal cards. I think these are in the wrong order, but I think it looks pretty cute like that. Then we have non-album cards, so still missing this Dreamlike music taste card, but I'm happy with the rest that I've got. And then I just keep whatever other my music taste cards I get. But yeah, I recently sold this one, so that's why there's nothing there. Yeah, I just kind of keep larger inclusions of anyone I pull, so kind of a bit messy. And then we'll move on to my final individual binder, and that is Very Very. So this is the most complete one for me at least. So I collect all 7 members for normal versions of the album, so I don't collect all of the members for DIY versions. But I am up to date. I recently finished the Face Me album. I needed this lenticular. And then for non-normal versions or any DIY versions, I collect Hoyoung. And then I just kind of keep whoever I pull for anything else, so this page is kind of just a bit random. Yeah, so these are the Kino cards from Face Me. And for bigger inclusions, I also just keep whatever I pull. And these are also from the Kino. So we'll now move on to my other boy groups binder. This is a bit messy. Some of them have cover sheets, some of them don't. It's just hard to keep on top of sometimes. So start with one team, and I collect Ruben. Still missing this card. I don't think I'll ever get it, but maybe one day. And these are from their fan club kit. And on the back is like little ID cards. Then we have On the Nine. I collect Sungwon, Junso, and Junsung. I don't really know what's going on with them at the moment. They were meant to disband, but they still seem like they're still together. So, who knows what will happen. And then we have AB6. And I recently just started collecting Youngmin instead of Woon, but for now Woon is still in here. So we have Youngmin's cards from MXM. And then my very, very small AB6 Youngmin collection. So we have his 2 cards from their debut. And then we have Woon. On to Ace. And I collect WoW. I'm still looking for one more Adventures in Wonderland card. I have a Byungkwan if anyone wants to trade for any other ones basically. But they're quite hard to find. And for some reason I just can't part with this June, so he is staying there. And then we have Astro, so I only recently started recollecting them. My bias is Rocky, and hopefully I can eventually make progress with this collection, but for now I just kind of put in what pills I got for Blue Flame. Then we have ATs or ATs. My bias is San. I haven't really made much progress on him, and I'm still kind of debating if I want to keep collecting him or not. And we have CIX, and I don't even have their second album yet. I still only have their debut, so very behind on that collection. Then we have Jang Daehyun, and I recently completed his full card set for his solo debut, so that makes me very, very happy. All of these cards are so cute. Then we have DKB. So I don't really know who I'm collecting properly yet for DKB, but I recently traded Harry Jun for Dongil. So I think I'll probably just keep 5 for their debut album, and then when their new album releases, probably just collect maybe 2 or 3 people. Next we have ENOI or Enoi, or however you want to say it, but I think it's ENOI. So we have the full folk card set from their Red and the Apple album, and then also cards from I think it's Starlight album. I ordered Gun's concept card, but I think it went to my old address and I just haven't been able to get it back, so I'm back to missing this card. Then we have GOT7, so I don't have a set bias in GOT7, so I just kind of keep who I pull. But there was some times where I did try and complete the set, but no, I just kind of keep whoever I get. So the only real change in this is adding these 2 for their newest album. And then I moved H and D away from X1 because they obviously had their own release. So we have Hangul and Dohyun from their X1 album, or X1 Days even. And then we have my pulls from their debut. So I really like the cards I got. I was going to try and collect more of them, but I'm happy with just having these. Plus I like that I got one Hangul, one Dohyun. Oh yeah, and I've traded for Dohyun's version of the film strip, so that'll be coming soon. And then Halo are just like randomly in here. It is alphabetical now, but I didn't even change their like sleeves, so they're still in white sleeves. So I need to change those, but I don't think that collection will be growing anytime soon. Then we have Icon. Again, I don't really collect a specific member, and I just keep who I pull. And I think the only addition is these two cards from their most recent comeback. Then we move on to IZ, and I collect Hyunjin. I haven't made much progress with this either. They're quite hard to find. Or like you find someone to trade with and then they just ghost on you, so yeah. But I have finished his That Is collection, so I guess that's one thing. Yeah, that's it for that binder. So then we have the other half of the alphabet, and this starts with M, C, and D, so I only recently decided I wanted to collect them. My bias is Bic, so I have all his cards coming, it's just this one is still on the way. And then I pulled a Region from my album, so I just decided to keep these. Then we have NCT/Wavy. So my main bias in like SM technically is Lucas, but I'm not making very good progress. I'm still missing like all of these. Then for Dream I haven't really made any more progress. And then my friend Sam gave me Johnny's card, so that's going to lead to a whole new collection. Yeah, so NCT is a bit of a mess, but oh well. Then we have Bonus. And I am kind of happy with this. I believe I have this one on the way. Or is it this one? I have one of these cards on the way somewhere. And then I already completed their most recent album. And again, for like bigger inclusions and stuff, I'll just keep who I pull. Then we have Only One Of, and I think this is probably one of the collections that I have made the most progress on. So for their debut album, I'm just missing one version of Cuban's cards. So hopefully I can find that somewhere. Then we have Lines on Goodness. These versions, and then I also managed to get the Unknown art, which came with 7 full cards, so I thought I'd separate them with my biases. And I also managed to get one of KB's broadcast cards. So I have 2 currently. I would like to get one for 9, but I think they're quite hard to find. And then for the other members, I still want to collect the full set for Lines on Goodness. So I'm missing 3 cards. Maybe I'll get them eventually. And obviously they just had a comeback as well, so I'll be adding to this collection. soon. Oh. Then we have 17. I collect the 8 or Minghao. Haven't made much progress on this either. For a while I was getting a lot of trades in for these, but it seems to have like slowed down a bit, obviously because of you know who. But I'm still kind of happy with it. I at least have one of the albums complete. Then we have Felix. And I finally got the last card I needed. I thought it was going to get lost when I moved because of like the virus, so I'm happy enough that I managed to get it instead. But that means it is now complete, or at least up to date. And then we have TOO, and for this album I came out to collect 3, but it's so hard, plus the inclusions are like really weird. I was lucky enough to pull Chan's My Music Taste card. I'm trying to trade for these 2. As for these, I don't know if I'll ever get all of them. And then we have these folding cards that are just, they're cute, but they're just such an annoying size. And then I also joined a Makestar like competition almost to get a signed album, but you got these bookmarks regardless. So there's 4, so I've traded for 1. Then we have Trey. I don't think this collection will be going anywhere, but I'm quite happy to have at least completed their album. Then we have TXT, which I haven't purchased anything since their debut. I'm tempted to buy their other albums, but it's a very, very low priority. Then we have Victim. I'm making like slow progress with these, so I'm only missing like a few. I haven't made much progress at all on Continuous, and they're already coming back, so yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but and then same for Hansei. I'm tempted to go down and just collect in one member, but I don't know if I could bring myself to do it. And then we have X1, so it's just the remainder of stuff that I have for X1, so Sungwoo and Seungyeon. And I didn't move these, I totally forgot to move these. But yeah, they should be with H&D. And then the back is literally just any other cards. Like, I haven't even put these into white clear sleeves either. But we have Romeo, UNB, Asian, My Team, Highlight, Madtown and Speed. And again, just places, stuff that doesn't really have like a solid place in my binder, but I also can't get rid of because emotional attachment. This is my girl group binder, and it is kind of a mess. And also really nothing's changed apart from one collection. But we have Oh My Girl, still double side and white sleeve these cards in here, so I'm still waiting on my new album, like their new album to come, but K-Town For You seem to like run out of stock and they're not expecting it until the 29th of May, which is frustrating. So Red Velvet hasn't really changed much either. Still haven't even got their finale album. And then GWSN hasn't changed. Their new album is in with my Oh My Girl order, so still waiting on that. And then the only collection that has like progressed this year has been the Nako collection. So we have all the cards from the debut album. Then for Heart Is, we've got 4 cards here. And then for Bloom Is, pretty much done, just missing a few cards. So we're missing like this version of this card. And this one is on the way. Missing this AR card. And then here we're missing the like little message card as well. Plus we have the Kino cards from Heart Is, our set from Secret Diary, and then this one little Hitomi card. Twice hasn't really changed either. And yeah, Nako cards are just randomly here as well because I'm short on sleeves. And then we have Nine Muses, Cherry Bullet, Chunga, Promise 9, Itzy, Saturday, Bestie, G-Friend, Nature, A-Pink, Sodi, and then just other random inclusions in the back. Yeah, thank you for watching this little collection update for my full cards. I wasn't as talkative today, but hopefully it was still enjoyable to see my collection. Thank you for watching. Bye.